Hello, thank you for joining us for Wednesday in the Word. The month of May, we've been playing portions of Bishop Gillum's class to the pastors on church culture. We listened to session 1 on the first Sunday in May for our Sunday in the Word. And then on our Wednesdays in the Word, we've been playing sections from session 2. And then today, we have a section from session 3. If you would like to view this series in its entirety, you have access to that on our app or on our website. Just go to videos and then regional relational centers, and then you'll see the information there for culture. So we pray that you're blessed, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Culture, assessing and building culture within your congregation, within your leadership team. You know, that's where it's got to start. It starts with you as pastor and then moves from the pastor to the leadership team and from the leadership team to the congregation. That's the flow of cultural shift. So today we're going to actually talk quite a bit about assessment and if we are actually ready for change. During the pandemic, we've been pounded with there's coming a new normal. And we've heard it in the evening news. We've heard it primetime TV. We've heard government communicate phrases like, during this pandemic, things are going to change. The future won't be the same. Get ready. We're not ever really going back to what normal was pre-pandemic. So as a result of that constant barrage, we must, as we emerge from this pandemic and lockdowns and masks and vaccinations and all of those things, people won't just be ready for change, they're going to expect it. Because they've been bombarded with things are not going to be the same. Things are changing. Things are adjusting. Things are shifting. There is a new normal. That's why whatever should be changed, watch this, should be changed. You following me? So if you see something in your church, in the philosophy of your ministry, in the culture of your congregation that should be changed, now is the time to make that change. Again, here's a statement. Whatever should be changed, should be changed. If you as a pastor or a leader want to change maybe the order of service, you may need to make some changes in your leadership team or how you reach people in your congregation. Make those changes because things certainly are different today than they were 3 years ago. So I would encourage you, make the change. What should be changed should be changed. So let's think a little bit deeper here today about what you see actually on the screen. Cultural shift requires assessment. And that's really what this learning module is about. The learning module that we have given to you, that you're able to download from our website or from our Florida Ministries mobile app, that document will help give you a plan in which you might begin to have discussions with your leadership team, where that you might engage in some activities as to your assessments of your congregation. Because the truth is, it's not just your assessment that needs to be a part of the process. Your leadership team needs to be a part of developing a strategy for ministry that shifts the culture from maybe what it's been for 20 years or maybe some even 30 years. Let's shift the culture. Let's move the culture into a culture that is relevant for today. So bring your ministry team in, bring your leaders in, sit down with them and value what they have to say. And don't take what they have to say personal in a manner that it is an indictment for you as leader, as pastor. It would be good for you to say, we know we haven't done all things well, but we're wanting to do things better. So let's together as a team determine, assess where we are, plan for where we want to go, and then what we will implement to move us from where we are to what we believe will better align us to a New Testament context in a 21st century world. So what we have to do as we begin is ask ourselves, are we really ready for change? And here's a question or a formula you might want to think about. If dissatisfaction plus desirability plus practicality is greater than the cost, then you'll begin to build change. You notice the graphic behind me. Change is something that is built. Change is something that occurs, or maybe I should say it this way, that should occur in a process, an intentional transition rather than an abrupt change. We have abruptly changed things in our past to the place where that we have moved so quickly we have left people behind. And I believe there are ways in which we can intentionally transition our churches from what we have done for many, many, many years that may not be as effective today as they were years ago, but it's time to shift the culture. So if I'm dissatisfied with where I am, if I desire to see change and it is practical in making those shifts, when I add all of those things together, if they're greater than the cost, then I need to begin to make those shifts. And again, as you walk your church through the assessments that's within your learning module, you'll find them throughout the entire document. Questions that you need to ask, things that you should consider, and answer them honestly and openly discuss what we might be doing well and the areas that we are weak in. So then, if we determine that we are so dissatisfied and we desire change, and the change is certainly practical if we're going to align ourselves with a New Testament construct, if all of those things are greater than the cost, then we begin to build the change.